Hello everybody and welcome back to Mr. Miller's Art Room. Today we are going to be working on a smaller version of our second grade 4 color plan, or otherwise known as color scheme artwork. In this artwork there is displayed 4 different kinds of color schemes or color plans. We have primary, secondary, complementary or otherwise known as opposite color plans, and something called an analogous color plan, or I like to call it sometimes neighbor colors. Everyone is going to be given a piece of 9-inch by 12-inch piece of paper. This paper has already been pre-folded for you so that the creases are already there for you to understand how we divide this piece of paper. When we open it up, we're going to see these 4 different lines. Everyone's going to get a pencil. And then what we're going to do is we're going to trace over top of the crease marks. A crease is when a fold in a piece of paper becomes permanent. I'm going to turn this around. Notice I'm not drawing super fast. I'm just going along, following with my eyes and my hand, holding the paper nice and still, and I'm going to go ahead and finish drawing that line. Once this is done, what I want to do is create a basic shape. And I say KIS, keep it simple. We want a basic shape that's easy to draw for ourselves and easy to redo over and over again, because we're going to draw this shape about 4 or 5 different times. Now, in the original picture that I showed you, I used a circle. But it didn't have to be a circle. It could have been a square or a triangle. Well, right now what I'm going to do is utilize a square. And right in the center of the paper, what I'm going to do is draw a square. Not a super tiny square, because we need space in order to fill our shapes with colors. I'm going to draw a medium small square. Now, if your square is not perfect, is that okay, everyone?
Indubitably, Mr. Miller.
Why is that, Mr. Monocle?
Because it's not perfect, class. It's art class.
Exactly. After I've drawn this, I'm going to go ahead and draw about 3 or 4 more. I'm going to draw a one that's a little bit larger around it. Remember, we need plenty of space in these sections for our coloring. Then another one. And I think I've got room for about 1 more. We don't want to cut it too close. So I said we were going to draw about 4 or 5 shapes, and I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. Now we're going to utilize our color schemes in order to place colors in each of these sections. Each area, each quarter or section of this piece of paper is going to display that color plan. The first area is going to be a primary color plan. The second area is going to be a secondary color plan. Primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. We need these colors to make all of the other colors in the rainbow. Red and yellow equals orange, yellow and blue equals green, and red and blue equals violet or purple. Now, the next one is going to be our complementary, or otherwise known as opposite color scheme. Now, we're not going to use all of these colors. We're going to choose either opposite set 1, which is red and green, opposite 2, which is blue and orange, or opposite 3, which is yellow and violet or purple. The very last one is a little bit more complicated, but not by much. You see, we have something called an analogous color scheme, which is essentially colors that are very close to each other, either in the way they look or where they're located on a color wheel. I have a color wheel right here, and what I'm going to point to is the color red. Now, if I take a look at the color red, you'll notice that there are 2 colors right next to it, red-orange and reddish-violet. Now, if you think of each color as a house and the whole wheel as a neighborhood, you could imagine that if we have red as a house, its 2 next door neighbors are red-orange and red-purple. If I chose yellow, my 2 next door neighbors might be yellow-orange or yellow-green. Likewise, if I chose blue, my two next door neighbors would be bluish purple and bluish green. And you can do that with any color. Even our secondary colors have analogous or neighbor colors. So for instance, if I chose yellow orange, my two next door neighbors would be yellow and orange. What I've gone ahead and done is I've created these charts, which will be available for you to go up to and look at, and I've broken it down into 6 different, easy to understand neighbor color sections. So, if you need some help figuring out which colors to utilize, you're more than welcome to take a look at this. And that is why in our primary section, we have red, yellow, and blue. In our secondary section, we only have green, purple, and orange. In our complementary section, in this particular artwork, I chose complementary or opposite color set number 2, which is blue and orange. But it could have easily have chosen green and red or yellow and purple. But as you can see, I chose blue and purple. And in this analogous set, I chose yellow, yellow-green, and green, which are close neighbors. As you can see in my color wheel, I started at yellow-green, and I chose yellow and green. Therefore, I only stuck with those colors in this section. Thank you all very much. I hope you have a good time drawing this. Remember, KIS, which means
Keep it simple.
very good, Mr. Monocle. And for Mr. Monocle and I, we say good day.
We said good day.